I am Nikki Veit, and I am a Strong First certified kettlebell and barbell instructor. And today, I want to show you the Kettlebell Snatch. Now, the Kettlebell Snatch is a full body ballistic movement, meaning I'm using my hips to drive the kettlebell up and guiding it with my arms into this overhead lockout position. It's an intense repetitive movement, meaning you're typically doing it for a certain number of repetitions or for a certain allotted time. So I'm going to show you a few repetitions and then we're going to break it down a bit more. So as you can see, I'm really using my hips from this hip hinge, kind of one arm swing position, driving it up, pulling it up with my arms, using a bent elbow to lock it, finally punching it up towards that ceiling. That's my final position, strict lockout right over the shoulders, and then I drop it back down towards my hips to repeat that movement. So from the side, in a little slow-mo, this is what it looks like. I love this movement because just like the kettlebell swing, it's a huge explosive movement. You're using a lot of strength with your hamstrings and your glutes and your core, and a lot of cardio because you get pretty out of breath depending on how intense you work with your weight and how many you do in a cycle. Now, while you're learning the kettlebell snatch, there's 3 things to keep in mind. One is the one arm swing portion. Where you're really using your hips to drive the bell forward. Number 2 is that high pull. So I'm using my elbow. To pull it up. And finally, it's that punch through the handle, locking out at the top, like a press at the top. If you have never done a kettlebell snatch before, I advise you seek out a certified kettlebell instructor to break down the movement for you. But if you have and you're working on perfecting it, replay this video and practice those one arm swings, those high pulls, and then eventually that lockout snatch position. Happy snatching!